All right, everybody, welcome back.
Happy Friday. We're filming on Friday.
Happy Friday, y'all. Welcome to episode 9 of With the Heathers. Thanks for joining us. Me and my wife recently moved from California here to Western New York. We're starting a family. Our first child is due in a couple months, and we're also pastors, and we're planning to start a church out here near Fredonia State University. So this is our vlog. We update you. We share things with our life. We share content. We share encouragement. We take questions. We do all kinds of stuff here. But today, we're talking pregnancy.
Today we're talking babies. We are having our first child.
Oh, so excited.
Like Billy said, we're having a little girl.
So excited, y'all.
Billy's the best with kids. You're the best with kids, but you've done really, really awesome with
Thank
Everly.
you, baby.
We're super excited. Yeah, I am 28 weeks.
I thought you were going to say 28 years old.
No,
I was like, oh my.
I'm not 28. Nope. I'm not 28, but I also won't say how old I am. But I'm not 28.
If you can guess, if you're confident enough to guess Randy's age and put in the comments, whoever guesses it will get something.
Don't put it in there if you know. Okay?
Yeah, if you know, don't ruin it though. But I was like drawn when I saw, Maya, our sister, and a lot of you probably follow them on their channel, but
we're going to have them linked. We put them in our description.
yeah, they're in the description. You can link. But when she started talking about her experience as mom and started actually like giving tips to other moms and like other pregnant women, there was this connection.
Let's take it back, I guess, because this is the first time we're talking about us being pregnant at all.
Oh, that's true.
We've just done real cool videos. Billy and I have been married for 6 years, and we've been together it'll be 9 years this year, which is crazy.
Oh.
But Billy had testicular cancer, and so we couldn't conceive naturally. So we went through fertility treatments. The route we took was called IVF, which is in vitro fertilization. And it's a really extensive process. We were fortunate enough that we got pregnant with Atlas on our first round, which is a huge, huge miracle because it's really, really difficult. Some people will go through this process for 5 to 7 years. You know, sometimes it takes 1 round, sometimes it takes 12 rounds. You just never know with this stuff. So we went through fertility treatments. We started in May of 2020, and by August we were pregnant.
Yeah,
which is incredible. And so the doctor we went through was Western Fertility Institute. It's the institution or the clinic, the fertility clinic. So if you guys are looking for one and you're in California, they're an incredible office, and Dr. Kumar and his staff are just like super bomb. So shout out to them. Kumar. But yeah, so it was hard because when you are with that doctor, that office for all of the time till you get pregnant, and then you have 10 weeks with them.
Yeah. So
at our 10-week mark, we graduated, which when we were pregnant with Atlas, 10 weeks. And that was towards the end of September. And then the first week of October, we got COVID.
Yeah. So we're in this weird space where we're like, what is going to happen? It was so much fear.
I was so scared.
Yeah. And people have asked about our IVF journey. We're going to share that obviously here, when the time's right.
As a series.
Yeah. You guys will know when it comes. But like we grew so much through that pre-pregnancy stage that I think that when Randy was actually pregnant and we moved from, week 10 to 11 and we were done with Dr. Kumar's office, I felt pretty confident.
And I got punched in the face because I got COVID.
And then we got COVID.
But then we had to wait. Like, you're supposed to go after you graduate fertility clinic. You're supposed to be at your new OB like the week later. Then we moved here. Yeah. And so just last week, we had an appointment with our now delivering doctor and the office and the organization. I can't even tell you what it's called, but my doctor is going to be incredible. The hospital that we'll be delivering at is called Mercy in Buffalo. So it's a 40-minute drive from here, which is also low-key scary that we're going to have to drive 40 minutes. But
scary for me, man, too. I'm nervous about that.
Oh my gosh, imagine you see those videos on Twitter that are like they give birth in the...
If we had to give birth on the side of the road, I think we could.
Jeez.
I think we could. Yeah. And I think too, I'm learning, like, just as a dad in training already, how to start processing that moment before it comes. Like you're 7 months now, and I've already gotten asked so many times about this. Like, are you ready to drive to the hospital? And like, my friends are kind of geeks though. So like people have asked me about it, and I'm just like, I don't know. And I think I'm just learning, like, this has to be a time that, I'm just there to support and aid, and whatever you need me to do, I'm going to do.
So the first question I have is...
questions?
What is the best memory you and Billy have together during pregnancy, and yours and each of us individually?
Transfer day, yeah.
That's so funny. That's exactly what I was
Yeah, I think like that was such a fun moment. It was on transfer day when, and we didn't find out we were having a girl till right before.
Yeah.
And we were just at the table, and this nurse comes in, and she starts reading us through this list, and I don't think she knows that we're barely finding out, because she was taking her sweet time.
This is like, the embryologist.
Yeah, the embryologist, and just the sweetest lady. But she comes in and she goes, okay, this is your name, right? And we're like, yes. She goes, this is your number, right? And we're like, yes. She goes, okay, this is the embryo. And we're like, yes. And she's like, okay, this is Mrs. Heather, Mr. Heather. We're like, yes.
Because they have to confirm everything,
all this
so
stuff.
that you don't transfer the wrong baby.
Can you imagine getting the wrong baby? And then right before that, she goes, and we're transferring one girl. And we just went and looked at each other, and
that was the best.
Yeah.
That
What was yours? Probably the same thing.
Yeah, I think the moment the transfer happened, and the fact that you were, because he wasn't able to be at anything with me once COVID hit. Which was, we were started like in the middle of COVID actually. So, there were very few appointments that you were able to be at.
Yeah.
So because of that, the fact that you were able to be at the transfer was just so helpful. I think too, because we had the 2 egg retrievals before, and I did them by myself, and it was like really traumatizing, the first one.
Yeah.
So when we did the transfer and you were there, and we both watched, and you have it like on clip, and literally watching like them trigger our daughter into my womb was insane to me.
And that's on our intro reel on our vlogs.
Oh yeah,
stuff.
it is.
Yeah, that moment you see when it's there. I mean, that is like right then when Atlas is coming in. And
I become pregnant, which is crazy.
Yeah, which is wild.
That you can see that.
I think personally, another experience was when we had the failed egg retrieval.
Yeah, that was definitely hard.
We're gonna share obviously in the future about it, but I just remember that moment, like being so afraid and being so like, okay, what the heck? And I remember we were living in a studio apartment by the beach. And I just remember being in the shower, and I was singing that song Champion. It just come out. And it was the one where Dante Bo's singing at Bethel Church. And I just remember in the shower just crying, just like, okay, this is a fight. And I just remember coming out and us having just such a strong moment and going like, okay, this wasn't in vain.
Yeah.
And there's so many of those moments throughout the whole process for anybody.
Yeah.
Where, whether you have 10 failed ones or you're just easy as they go, you know what I mean?
Yeah. And I think for me, it messed me up because everybody kept saying, this is a one and done for you. Like one and done. You guys are going to be good. Like it's so smooth. Like you're not going to worry about anything. And then when it didn't go right, I was like, all of the thoughts of the trauma that come with when it's a female dominant reproductive problem, like flooded into my brain. Like, what if all of those are mine now? But yeah, I think for me, it took a few days, and I needed to lean on you because it was really, really,
it was
crazy. Yeah. So I think that was the best memory. I think the second best memory was probably just like announcing, because so many of my friends and family didn't know, which was kind of cool because that's what we wanted. We wanted some sense of like normal with when you don't know that your best friend got pregnant. They're just like, we're pregnant. Oh my gosh. So the fact that we were kind of able to announce it that way was really like, it just felt like, wow, we are like this. We did get the feeling that everybody else got and all that stuff like that. My biggest fear about labor and after birth, and what is Billy's biggest fear about labor and after birth? I'll let you go.
Yeah, I mean, probably my biggest fear is probably gonna sound weird, but I just don't want to be in the way. Like, I just don't want to do anything wrong. I'm all nervous about like trying to calm you down or saying something that just doesn't make any logical sense. So yeah, probably just the helplessness of the situation. Like, there's nothing I can do that's gonna make this go any easier. Like, we both know going up front, it will be the most difficult thing probably Randy's done up to this point.
Oh, for sure.
Physically like that. So
I think for labor, the whole thing, I don't know.
Yeah. What's the proper answer for this?
I'm going to try, keyword try, non-medicated, because I feel like I have a really high pain tolerance. But I am not married to, I have nothing to prove to anyone.
Yeah.
So because I more of like the detailed stuff, I know with the hospital that we're delivering at, they have a labor tub, like a hot tub, like a big labor hot tub that you can labor in for like pain, and it helps with a bunch of stuff. I know that nothing will help, like an epidural will help the pain, but I'm going to attempt to do that because I also know that laboring, like when you're actually timed to go, being in different positions is helpful instead of just laying with your legs hoisted. And you can't do that when you have an epidural. You can't like crouch or squat or reverse yourself or anything like that because you're numbed from the waist down. So
yeah, and I would say all the moms watching or listening, let us know in the comments what your biggest fear was.
Please.
Yeah, give us some tips or something.
Yeah, give us anything you have on labor.
Yeah.
And I know it's a little one, but I can read them and then just not.
Yeah. Or if it's crazy. I mean, some people just be sending you like.
Oh my gosh.
Some people just will send you videos or stories, but just send us something that would help encourage and.
Yeah, encourage. We'll take the encouraging stuff.
Please don't bring more fear.
What is one of your favorite things about being pregnant, and what is Billy's favorite thing about watching you like be pregnant?
My favorite has probably been like now that Addie's like kicking and stuff, and we have one of those Doppler things where you can kind of hear her heartbeat. I think just to see you like realizing, oh my gosh, there's a life inside me. That's been my favorite thing about it.
Yeah, I think my favorite thing about being pregnant is you help with everything.
Oh my gosh, the pregnancy card is
it's almost maxed out, y'all.
There's no limit. No, there is a limit. It's called 2 more months. Hello.
No, I feel like everybody is so like anything, whatever. I think it's so cute. I don't know. I just honestly, I never thought I would physically be pregnant. I thought we would just always adopt. So the fact that I'm feeling her kicking and all of that stuff, it's just the whole thing is the fact that I'm even pregnant is my favorite thing about being pregnant.
Yeah. I like that.
So yeah.
Great questions though.
Yeah. They
are. Let us know again in the comments any questions or anything you guys want to hear. I really like this setup. I like the idea of like just having these sit down conversations, and
I just want to meet her.
Yeah.
Yeah. I want to meet her. I want to learn her personality. I'm so excited. Like every single doctor I've ever been to, like our specialist, our IVF doctor, our first OB, our second OB have all said she moves so much.
Yeah.
Like she kicks so much. I mean, we did an echo fetal, which is like a heart reading just to make sure everything was good with her. And it's through a specialist. And it took like 2 hours because she would not sit still. So I am terrified to find out what that's going to be like.
It's like she'll jump off on her stomach, like bounce off of the walls in there.
Yeah, it's hilarious. So I'm just excited to meet her. I think this is the point that I've always heard other women and friends and aunts and sisters and stuff, that you just start to feel antsy. Like, I want to meet my child. I want to know what they look like. I want to know their personality. And so I think I'm getting to that point where I'm like, oh, I just want to meet her already.
Yes, yeah.
So yeah.
Same. I'm looking forward to, I don't know. I'm looking forward to just being a different kind of dad than, being my own type of dad, I should say. Like, I'm just looking forward to being a girl dad and like
cool dad.
Yeah, just having fun and obviously like helping and trying to understand a little bit more about like women, and just we've been talking about as we've been planning our church, just the idea of men and women sharing the same responsibilities in the church. And like just wanting to understand more, you know what I mean? I'm so excited to have a daughter and just be able to be, she'll be daddy's girl.
Yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited too that I think there's so much that I could be nervous for, but because of you and your personality and your spirit and how you look at even the privilege of being a spouse and a father and all that stuff like that, it immediately shrinks a lot of nerves I have, because I know that you will change diapers. I know that you will get up and feed in the middle of the night. I know that you will skip your nap or extra sleeping and you will sacrifice to the same level that a mother does in parenting. And so you will wash the dishes, you will cook dinner, you'll do all the things that are expected of a woman in postpartum, so that I don't become overwhelmed or scared or nervous and stuff. So I'm super thankful for that.
And that's just honestly, just to end with this kind of thought, like that's just honestly how I think both of us view marriage. I mean, a lot of people ask like how our relationship is, and they just assume like, oh, you really got a catch in Randy, or like, man, excuse me, like she really got lucky with you. Like, and I don't know, just our perspective on marriage has always been that we are to balance each other out. We're to support each other. We believe that like we're one. Mm-hmm. And so, call it being too spiritual, call it way too deep, whatever you want to say it is. This is just what we believe love looks like. And you do the same things for me. It's not even just because you're pregnant. I mean, I've been through so many mental, illness issues over the last couple months that I should say the last like 2 years that we got through together because of that same idea, that I'm going to be there for you. I'm going to do what you need me to do. Yeah. And just to all the dating people out there, all the single people out there, that's what marriage should look like. You want to find somebody that you're one with. It's not just like, what can I get out of it? Yeah. It's how are we together on everything. So
thanks for watching, guys. Thanks for catching the update. We hope you enjoyed this week's sit down video. Don't forget to subscribe, share this with somebody, maybe with somebody that is dealing with infertility issues, because you can do it. Your friend can do it. You can believe for them if there's somebody out there. But yeah, thanks for watching. We will catch you next Friday with another